Hi everyone, me and Libby here. She's right there. We're gonna find out what we're cooking for recipe number 54. I believe it's 54. Let's find out what it is. All right, we've got Delicious Disney World, page 266. I feel like this is the book that it lands on the most. I feel like we've done a lot from this book. But okay, let's find out what's on page 266. Okay, it's near the end. 263, 65. Well, this is gonna be instead of Christmas in July, it's gonna be a fall and spring. It's a pumpkin crème brûlée. It looks good. All right, let's see, it's from Amorette's in Disney Springs. So I definitely don't believe I have any pumpkin. I'm gonna have to get that. The rest, I think oh no, it's 2 parts. It's a 2-part recipe, okay. So one is for the, one is for the cookie right here, and then the other is for the creme brulee. So we have 1 page, 2 page. Okay, it's 2 pages, one for the page for the cookie, and then the second page is for the sugared pecans and the pumpkin creme brulee. So I know it is, at the time of filming, it is March. I'll probably film this soon and then post it in April because it's the end of March. So yeah, we'll have some pumpkin in April. All right, I'll get these ingredients and we'll do this next. But one tool I don't have, and I realize it's a big one for creme brulee, is a kitchen torch. So I'm gonna be looking for, hopefully not a very expensive kitchen torch to get that glazy crunch on top, so. Let's go to Amazon. I just realized that I didn't do the new wheel with the 2 new cookbooks. Sorry, we still have a lot of work going on in our house, so it's very loud, so I'm gonna walk down the hallway. But I forgot to do the new wheel with the 2 new recipes, so I don't know if I should go back and redo it or just do this one and then go back to the new wheel. I don't know. I think I'll just stick to this one since I already picked it and filmed my reaction and everything. So I gotta remember that I have to go to the new wheel, and then if it picks an old book, go back to the old wheel. That's annoying, but okay. And it's my 55th recipe, not my 54th. So if this recipe turns out how this intro already is, oh, I hope it's not a disaster. Okay. It works. All right, I'm here to do this pumpkin creme brulee. I'm gonna at least start it right now because it is a 3-part recipe. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's the cookie, the creme brulee, and the candied pecans. I think it's pecans or walnuts. Pecans, okay. So I'm gonna at least start with the cookie right now. So here we go. All right, starting with the ingredients for the cookie, we've got salt, sugar, regular flour, almond flour, an egg, butter, and food coloring. All right, correction, good thing I caught that. We do not need regular sugar. We need powdered sugar. Luckily I had that. I've never used almond flour before. It's a lot more grainy than regular flour. Pinch of salt. I hate when recipes say pinch of salt or a dash of salt. Like, that was probably more than a pinch, but be specific. Okay, here's all the dry mix. Mix it up. Okay, adding an egg yolk, orange food coloring. We don't have orange, but we have red and yellow. Okay, we'll just do 1 drop red and 1 drop yellow for now. This yellow looks orange. That is orange. It's this one. That's orange. We're gonna see what color it turns out to. Okay, it says to beat until dough forms. So I'm just gonna let it go for a little longer. See if this turns into a dough. Stop it. It's been going for a while and it's not really doughy. Maybe. Kind of sticky. I have to make it into a ball. I don't think this is going to form a ball. It's kind of like icing. Hey, there goes nothing. It's like a cheese ball. It's like you find this in the middle of a charcuterie board. Ugh, it does not feel good. Hands are clean. Besides, I'll probably be the only one eating this. So. Okay. This is supposed to make 6 cookies. Okay, that's as good as a ball as it's gonna get. A cheese ball. My cookie cheese ball. Okay. I'm gonna roll it. This is not gonna roll. I'm just gonna flatten it. I don't know how. Okay. Dough should not leave that much residue on your hands. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. Let me figure out how I'm gonna do this. I got an idea. Here, hold my dough ball. Let's try something. How is this gonna roll into? I'm supposed to roll it like with a rolling pin, but there's no way that's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna flatten it. Let's move this candle out the way. Okay. Technical difficulties. Let's try that again. Okay, so maybe if I do it like that, cover it and then roll it. I'm gonna try it like that. I think it's gonna stick to the rolling pin. So, and this has to be enough for 6 cookies. These are some pretty thin cookies. See? Imagine if I would have rolled the whole thing, it would have just gotten stuck to the rolling pin. Okay, and I don't know how, I'm gonna stop here because it's already pretty thin. Okay, and then I gotta, now I'm afraid it's too thin. I'm not gonna lie, this one is stressing me out already. All right, I'm gonna get the dough from the freezer and we'll see how it turned out. The lid is frozen. It freeze. We'll see. Okay. I do not see how this is gonna make 6 cookies. Okay, hold on. Okay. I was not about to go digging in my garage for my pumpkin cookie cutter, so I was just gonna use a circle cookie cutter and kind of like cut a stem. But now my circle cookie cutter is gonna be way too big because I need 6 cookies from this. So now I need a smaller circle, so that'll work. Okay, lid to a vitamin bottle. And because they're so like small, I think I'm just gonna leave them as circles. Let me show you how this is coming out. I don't think I'm gonna get 6, even with this small one. I don't think these are even gonna come out. All right. Okay, we're gonna get 4. And let's try to transfer them to the cookie sheet. Okay, I'm gonna try to pick one up. Okay. 3, we're down to 3 cookies. They're not gonna come up. Should make, okay, let me turn this so I can show you. All right, so here's my circles. And this is one I tried to pick up. Tried to scoop one up just now. Yeah, this one, I'm trying to get this one up, but come on, this is like, there's no way. What kind of cookies are these? Okay, I'm gonna put these back in the freezer. All right, round 2, let's try this. All right, I got the like cookie and a half. I'm trying to do this so quick so it doesn't melt. Okay, got that one. And I'm hoping that it'll bake, and since it's already got the shape, it might bake. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. This is how they're going in. Let's see if I can. Okay. It's hard. Look, it's already melting. Hope that was not a good idea. Okay, this is how they're going in. Hoping for the best. Let's see. The timer just went off. Let's see how big of a disaster this is. I quit. Disney, count your days. right, it's a little later in the day. I needed to take a break after those cookies or whatever they were. But now we're gonna get started on the pecans. So that is just pecans, sugar, regular sugar. Here is how the pecans turned out. They just came out of the pan, so they're really hot. I'm not gonna touch them, but they smell amazing. They look a lot better than the cookies did. So I think this part was a success. We still have one more part to go, so let's see if that goes by the way of the cookie or by the way of the pecan. All right, last part, part 3, the creme brulee. I just separated 10 egg yolks. That's the first part of the ingredients, and let's get the rest. Sugar, regular. Heavy cream. Pumpkin puree. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin. Pumpkin in the middle of spring. Seems wrong. This is just one of those recipes where you just gotta trust the process. And right now it just kind of just looks like orange goo. All right, so we're gonna bake it, see how it turns out. All right, here they are out of the oven and cooled for a bit. It just said to bake for 40 to 45 minutes until set, which I don't really know what set means. If you haven't made this before, how would you know? I mean, it's a little jiggly, but it's not like spilling. So it says to refrigerate for 2 hours, so it is pretty late, so I'm just gonna refrigerate it overnight and we will finish the rest tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. I'm gonna go get them out of the fridge and see how they look. I have no idea if this is how they're supposed to look. And they're like jello-y, not too jello-y, but more firm. So let's finish these up. Okay, so now we just gotta put the finishing touches on them. I've got the beautiful cookies and walnuts. I think I'm just gonna crunch these up and put them on top because, let's just do that. Okay. All right, put these together. Sugar. Okay, we're gonna torch this thing. Let's move that out of the way. Not really sure how long you're supposed to torch it. Okay. And the most beautiful cookie you've ever seen in your life. Voila. Let's go try it. Okay. Here's the picture in the book. Here's mine. The creme brulee itself actually looks pretty similar, I think. The rest, not so much, but we'll see how it tastes. Okay, we're more time. Here it is. Very good. So, I don't know if you can hear that. The hard shell on the top. Okay. That's pretty dang good. It's just May, and I'm eating pumpkin. So that just feels a little weird. I know I've had creme brulee before, but like not often enough that I know how it's supposed to taste. All I taste is pumpkin. I think it needs to be a little bit more firm. It's a little like softer than I would have thought. Like I thought it would be more of like maybe like a flan consistency. But it's just a bit softer, like it'll fall off the spoon. It's more of like a thicker pudding. Is that how creme brulee is supposed to be? Now let's try it with a cookie. It's good, I just taste pumpkin. Get another part of the sugar at the top here. Let's try that. Can you hear the crunch? And we're not. Make those cookies again. I think I would make this if it was closer to Halloween, you know, Thanksgiving, fall. Not when it's almost summer. Got summer vibes on my mind, but it's good. Not the best dessert, definitely not the worst dessert I've ever had.